High School Game Night brought to you by JD's Pazzo Pizza in Ephrata.
Welcome back to the High School Game Night Halftime Show. I'm KATHRYN Clark. Of course, we're excited that the playoffs are here, but we cannot forget how we got to this point. So many unforgettable moments in the regular season. So let's bring in a man who's been following the action all season long, our high school football correspondent, Jeff Reinhardt of PennLive.com. How's it going, Jeff?
Great, KATHRYN. Good to be here.
All right, so let's hand out some regular season awards. How about in Section 1? Lots of good coaches and some impressive athletes, but who takes home the recognition?
Okay, Section 1, Coach of the Year. We're going to go to Wilson. We're going to go Doug DAHMS. I know, Jeff, DAHMS could win it every year because Wilson wins every year. This was not your typical Wilson year. Yes, the Bulldogs go 10-0, 7-0 in the section, 7 undefeated runs in a row now through Section 1. 50 league wins in a row, 24 Section 1 championships overall. DAHMS' record in 9 years is now 103-15. That's a lot of funky numbers there. But I go back to August. Wilson had 11 new starters on offense, and they lost a bunch of studs on defense. So it was a different look kind of Wilson team. They lost some offensive linemen in week 1. Were without one offensive lineman the whole season. Had some injuries late in the season still. DAHMS guided them to 10-0, 7-0 again. They can win their first 3 Section 1 games in a row next year. They will break Manheim Central's record of 52 section wins in a row. Wow. Player of the Year in Section 1. Really like this kid a lot. Let's go to Manheim Township. Quarterback, he's a junior. Eric Benjamin finished the season as the top-ranked passer in the LL. Completed 67% of his throws for 1,700-plus yards, 19 touchdowns, just 6 picks. He's been great. Manheim Township goes 6-1. They finished second place behind Wilson. Also want to tip the cap to Mark Evans, Blue Streaks coach. Pick those guys to finish 4th. They go 6-1 and finish a game behind Wilson and give the Bulldogs a great game in Section 1. So Doug DAHMS, Coach of the Year. Eric Benjamin from Manheim Township is my Section 1 MVP.
Over to the ever-entertaining Section 2. What a battle there this season. Who's going to get the Coach of the Year award and MVP?
Okay, same team. It's got to be Lampeter Strasburg. They won it all. So the Coach of the Year will be John Mannion. Excellent job for Coach Mannion. Don't forget, these guys lost in Week 7 to Manheim Central. Looked like they were destined to second place or maybe worse. They rally, they win their last 3 games in a row, including Garden Spot in Week 10. LS wraps up the Section 2 title outright. 3rd outright Section 2 title in the last 5 years. They won in 2010 and 2011 in their first 2 years up in Section 2. 17th season for Mannion, and he's been great. Leading these guys to, we've been talking about it all year, an unbelievable section race. They're at the top. And they're there because of this kid, a lot to do with this kid, junior quarterback, Colin Shank. They call him Bear. What a season he is having. 2,187 passing yards, leads the league. 26 touchdown passes, leads the league. 550 rushing yards on keepers and 8 touchdowns. This kid's breaking records left and right. He should have some massive numbers till he's done after next season. Mitch Martin had a great year for Garden Spot. I thought it was going to come down to whoever kind of won that game last week for MVP honors, but Shank had a big game, 4 touchdown passes, so we're going to give it to him. John Mannion, Coach of the Year. Colin Shank, MVP, Section 2.
All right, and we wrap things up in Section 3. A new champion rose to the top of the pack this season. Does anyone from their squad take home your awards?
Oh, absolutely. Northern Lebanon. Hello, Fredericksburg. Roy Wall's got to be your Coach of the Year. He guides the Vikings to a perfect 6-0 record in Section 3. 9-1 overall. 8-game winning streak here to cap the regular season heading into districts. Their lone loss was to Lebanon in Week 2 in a non-league game by 3 points, and I believe Lebanon scored really late to do it. So these guys are a late touchdown stop away from being 10-0. Awesome story. First outright Section 3 title since 1991. They also won a title in 86, so it's been a while. Wow. Roy Wall, fantastic job, Coach of the Year in Section 3. Stick with the Vikings. Quarterback, really like this kid. I've been talking about him a lot all season. Senior quarterback Isaac Ray. Great season for Isaac. They're an option-oriented team still. He's passed for 1,600 plus yards, 15 touchdowns. He's rushed for 580 and 11 touchdowns. He has been a true dual threat. Weapons aplenty all around him. Dominic Trader's an 1,100-yard rusher. Mason Yost, 66 catches, nearly 1,000 yards. So he's had weapons, and he's got the ball to those weapons. 2,200 plus all-purpose yards and 26 accounted for touchdowns for Isaac Ray. He has been great. Tip of the cap to Northern Lebanon, Roy Wall and Isaac Ray. They get my Section 3 awards.
All right, thanks, Jeff, for joining us all season long. It's been another great run of high school football.
Thank you.
All right, well, don't forget to check out Jeff's work at PennLive.com for all the latest on high school athletes throughout the LL League. That'll do it for the halftime show. Thanks for watching. Just a reminder, a special playoff edition of High School Game Night's post-game show airs tonight at 10:30 with Chad Landers and Brian Cast. But for now, we'll send you back to Eldon Ritu Stadium for second half action between Garden Spot and Mannheim Central. Enjoy.